Morning folks, it's the 1st of June today. I'm up early in the morning because I'm a night worker, so not long finished my night shift and it's now just coming up for 7 o'clock in the morning. It's me and the dog sitting outside. I'm having a smoke and a drink and I'll probably go to bed soon. As we know, tonight is the night. Saudi Arabia, where we have the 5-on-5 Queensbury versus Matchroom show, which I'm really looking forward to. Obviously, a slight disappointment with it at the moment because, as I said last week, as we all know, the main event was supposed to be the big light-heavyweight undisputed unification fight between Dmitri Bivol and Arthur Beterbiev. Obviously, Beterbiev's pulled out with an injury, so that ain't happening. And he's been replaced by Malik Zinad, so from Libya. So I'd imagine a little bit disappointed with that, but at least Bivol's getting a fight out of it. And then of course we've got the 5 versus 5 set up with 5 of Frank Warren's guys against 5 of Eddie Hearn's guys. Really looking forward to this show, guys. Everybody, it's going to be a fucking good one. It's getting a bit windy out here, so I do apologise. The birds are making a hell of a racket as well. Anyway, I can't do this indoors at the moment because my wife's fast asleep and she'll moan like hell and give me a hard time if I wake her up. So, and plus my dog's in there as well, and he'll come out and harass me if I make any noise. But anyway, obviously they're all fucking great matchups, but the ones I'm really looking forward to are obviously Zhilei Zhang against Deontay Wilder. That is going to be, whoever lands first is going to win that one. I would slightly favour Zhang, purely because although he lost his last fight, as did Wilder, and ironically to the same man as well, Joseph Parker beat both guys in their last fights. Wilder was completely outworked and outclassed throughout the whole fight and looked completely clueless throughout the whole thing. Whereas Zhang, a lot of people thought Zhang deserved the nod. You know, it's just one of those. It's one of those things. But he had the better performance. Obviously, he's coming off the back-to-back wins last year, knockouts over Joe Joyce. So I would probably favour Zhang going into this one. But it's going to be fucking fireworks, folks. And if Wilder loses this one, in my opinion, he's got nowhere to go. He needs to retire. There is nothing for him there. So that's the main one I'm really looking forward to. I'm also really looking forward to, still at heavyweight, really looking forward to Dubois against Hrgovic. I think it's for the interim IBF title, I think they announced yesterday. So basically, even when Usyk gets stripped of it at some point, the winner of this will be probably upgraded to IBF champion. So, and then that leaves Eddie Hearn free to shove them in with whoever wins it, in with Anthony Joshua, which is basically what Eddie Hearn's been angling for, because earlier in the week Eddie Hearn was bitching and moaning that he wants the IBF to strip Usyk immediately. And Usyk has written a letter to the, well, I say a letter, whatever, email, whatever. He's contacted the IBF and said, you know, can I keep the belt until after the rematch with Fury? And yeah, I totally understand where Eddie Hearn's coming from on that front, because obviously Filip Hrgovic has been the number one contender, it seems like, fucking forever, and you know, he hasn't got his shot. So I totally get where Hearn's coming from. All the belts are together, you know, they made the all the sanctioning bodies allowed the undisputed fight to happen between Fury and Usyk. You know, it's about time. The way they see it, it's about time Hrgovic got his shot, and I totally understand where that's coming from. But we ultimately know what the game is. He wants to get a piece of the gold back on Joshua, which I understand, because Joshua's his golden goose, whether you like him or not, because a lot of people don't like Joshua for various reasons, some unfair, some fair. You know, obviously he is a golden goose, and he is a pivotal part of the heavyweight division, whether people like it or not. So it'd be more of a bargaining chip if he has a piece of the gold around Joshua's weight, or even Hrgovic's waist, but mainly Joshua. I think that's the end game there. So anyway, back to tonight's fight. Obviously that fight will be good. I'm actually favouring Dubois. Now I've questioned Dubois' heart in the past. After the Joyce loss with his broken orbital bone, and obviously the performance against Usyk when he basically seemed to give up. A lot of people said he was a quitter. I always think that's a bit unfair, because unless you're the guy in there taking those punches, you don't know what's going through a fighter's mind, So yeah, I've been disappointed with fighters in the past pulling out of fights, or being retired in corners and things like that. But at the end of the day, you've got to think you're not the guy, and I'm not the guy taking the punches, so can't be too critical. You can't. The word quitter gets thrown around far too much. But anyway, that's it. But that's a fight I'm looking forward to. I am favouring Dubois. I don't know why. I can't give you a reason why. I've just got a feeling in my guts. And my gut it can be wrong from time to time. I'll get it right as many times as I get it wrong. I'm not saying I'm a fucking expert at picking the fucking winner. I've got it so wrong so many times. But I get it right a lot as well. So I've just got a feeling in my water that Dubois is going to pull that one off. I mean, they're all good fights, these 5-on-5s, and I'm also looking forward to Nick Ball challenging Raymond Ford for the WBA Featherweight title. I would pick Ford for that one. I think Ford's just a bit slicker. He's got the height and reach over Ball, as a lot of people do, because Ball is a short fighter, and he showed a lot of fire in that fight, that draw against Vargas back a couple of months ago. But I would just favour Ford in that one. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the whole show. It's another great weekend. It's just a shame it wasn't going to be topped off by the Bivol Beterbiev fight. But hey ho, whatever. We've still got a cracking show. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are all looking forward to it. I hope you're all well. I'm going to go and get some rest now, so I can watch the fights later on. I hope you all enjoy it too, and I'll be back tomorrow, probably about this sort of time, to talk about it. Take care, folks, and I'll speak to you soon.